Welcome to this series of small tutorials along how to work with the things we discussed in this semester. So this will be the line of work for your final exercise. So you started with creating an interview this semester. I put this interview into my library. There's a lot of books here and literature. So philosophy, this is a mistake. So there are blogs, there are news, there are movies. So within the books, as a subfolder, I put students, and the first interview I got was an interview about laws. It's here. I gave it a name. The interview has to have the same name, and we need the meta file. The meta file has to look at least like that. Name, type, this could have a work or a book or a movie, whatever, and language. And the problem is that we have a German language, and this is what we have to deal with in this tutorial. So this has to be straight quotation marks. There are different kinds of quotation marks. Be very careful and with this, because it's not working if they are wrong. Worst case is simply copy the straight ones and paste them instead of finding them on your keyboard. So even also this has to be exactly like that, the commas and so on. But the rest is fine and simple to understand. It's a little uncomfortable. I will improve that. So this is our interview in our library. To start Mathematica, this is for later. We have to always start here. We have to evaluate this start screen. We can do it explicitly with this menu command, evaluate initialization cells, or it's coming up if you're loading it. So do it. Then you ask for the root directory of your library. That's here. We have it here. And then he is asking for the connection to the database. The database always has to run and needs to be connected. So that's it. Now we can go to our interview. This is the text, how I got it. So to translate it, it's very simple and straightforward, as discussed in the last tutorial in depth, how to develop these things. Now we can use it, and the command is very simple, mtp book translate. And then whatever language is here, it translated into a kind of automatic English, which is not too good, but good enough for our for probabilistic search and connections to the library. So simply put that, but I forgot, we need a monitor of the status of, so simply write this. The variable showing the status of our evaluations is always $status, and if you want to have a dynamic update for that, make dynamic to this variable, and this is what it shows. For example, translation takes a minute, and if you want to see how it proceeds, this is the monitor. So now let's start. Now it's translating. It's a Mathematica web service using the Microsoft Translation. And they charge a cent per translation, something like that. That's a little unfortunate. What's the most simplest way to use it? You can copy and paste it with a web page of translation, but this is not comfortable. We end up with this command delivers an exact copy of our notebook here. We can change it to our style. Now we have an exact copy, and we have the link to the original. So that's fine. So we don't want these links, for example, with this header. This is not translated because it didn't get which kind of language it is with, but the rest is good. So where is it located? It puts an English notebook to our directory. So this is what it's currently doing. I have to improve that as well. So what we need is, we need to create interview called English. Then we have to put this to this folder, and we have to copy the meta file. To rename the meta file, I have to improve that. But I think it's good exercise that you be careful. And we have to put that to English. Next version will be simpler to use. Now we have a German version and we have this English version. The German is a backup and the English is what we work with. So you see with the English, no, leave it. We moved it, Mathematica doesn't like it, so now it's okay. This is a little crazy English, but this is in principle for the machine. If we want to work with it, go here and you see the reference in German. But if it's, for example, in Italian, if it's in Japanese, you're happy to get an idea what is going on with the English version, as the computer is. Good. That's the translation of your book. Thanks for watching. See you in the next tutorial about creating an identity for your book so that your book is integrated into the library and can talk with other books. Thanks for watching and see you.